Hi everyone, my name is Leah Lane and today I'm going to show you how to fill in the CPC certificate. Now, if you're importing toys to the United States, it is important to follow and comply with all the regulations, especially when it comes to children's product. Now, the CPC and the test report were created in order to ensure that your product is safe to use by the public. So let's jump in and let me show you how to fill in the CPC. So this is the CPC. CPC stands for Children's Product Certificate, and this is how it looks like. As you can see, it's very simple and it's 2-page long. Now, some parts inside the CPC you will need to fill in by the ASTM test report. So I'm just going to show you how the ASTM looks like. This is how it looks like, and it has all the information regarding your product, including all the tests that your product has been through. And it will show you if you passed or not, and if your product is safe to use by the public. So for this video, I chose a magnetic building block toy, and the ASTM will be different for each product because every product has different kind of regulations and different kind of tests. So for this video, I will use the magnetic building block, and the test report will be specifically used for magnetic building blocks. Now, let's start with the CPC. So the first step that you need to take with the CPC is basically put your product name. So in my case, it's magnetic building block toy. And you have to put also the colors, what colors your product contains. Now, the second step is basically all the tests that your product has been through. Now, you can find this information in the ASTM. So let's go back to the ASTM. And if you scroll a little bit down on the first page, right here, you'll be able to see all the tests that your product has been through. So you just have to copy and paste it to the CPC. So let's go back to the CPC. You see, this is all the information. Now let's go to the next step. The next step is basically the importer's information. The importer is you. So you have to put your full name, your full address, and your number. And let's go to the next step. The next step will be the manufacturer, the supplier. This information is very important because in recall situation, when you find out that you have an issue with your product and it's no longer safe to use by the public, then the CPC will need to trace the supplier. So with this information, the CPC can trace the supplier and see if other clients, if other people that are using the same supplier have the malfunction or have issues with their products, and to see if their products are actually safe to use by the public as well. So let's go to the next step. The next step is date and place where the product was manufactured. So the date and the place. Here we just put the city, but please use also the country. If it's China, add China as well. And the date that your product was actually manufactured in. So you have that information. And if you're not sure, you can always ask your supplier. The next step will be providing the date and place when the product was tested for. So this information, again, you have to go back to the ASTM, and this is the information. Basically, you have to fill in when and where your product was tested for. So the first thing is the date. As you can see, this is the sample received date. Do not confuse between the two because the first one is when the sample was received. So it was received by me on August 7th, 2017, but the actual test was created on August 18, 2017. So this is the second one. So you have to put this information. Let's go back to the CPC right here. And again, you can see August 18, 2017. And you have to also fill in the place. So let's go back to the ASTM. So this is the first page of the ASTM. And as you can see here, this is the entire information and address of the laboratory. So just copy this. Let's go back to the CPC and just paste it here. And the next and final step is basically identify any third-party CPSC accepted laboratory on who's tested the certification depends. So here, they just want to make sure that you use the laboratory that is certified by the CPSIA. So that's the information. Let me go back to the STM. You can find here on the first page, or if you scroll a little bit down, you can find here the same information below. Let's go back to the CPC. And that's it, you just paste it here. Now, when you do the CPC, when you fill it in, you have to understand, you cannot use any laboratory that you want. You have to use a laboratory that is certified by the CPSIA. And you can actually have a list of all the certified laboratories in our website. So this is Unicargo website. And if you go to blog, you'll be able to find more information regarding regarding importing toys to the United States right here. Everything you need to know about importing toys into the US. So now this is a very elaborated article regarding the importing toys to the United States, regarding choking hazards and everything. And here you'll be able to see all the certified laboratories. That's it. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching, and see you until next time.